We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. On first down, Watson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Watson now to throw, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Chandler Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A very solid gain of 27. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down. Green the line.
To throw on second is Watson. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue Lanny.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. It's Rowe. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the 50, it's Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. That's Rowe. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now, Barney! Set! 319!
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So the Broncos coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back 22! Come back! Tiger!
Now a first down throw. Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson looks to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it then out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now it's Rudolph. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 17 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Come back, come back. Set, back 22.
second down. Here's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Watson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Back 22! Back 22!
Again, it's Watson, and that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To the air yet again. Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. Watson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph. Now he's flushed out right. Fighting through pressure. They still can't get it. And an alley to run. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it again with Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Back to throw, Watson. And Eifert has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Richmond. Down. 280. 280.
Here's Watson now on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Down. 280.
On first down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Watson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. A give. This is Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Down. 280. Come back.
Now Watson operating from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Come back. Hey, back 22.
To throw on second is Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Richmond.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Target, target, target. Target, target, target.
Throwing again is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Target, target, target. Down. Back 22. Back 22. Come back, come back. Target, target, target.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you have most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, Rudolph. Space to maneuver at the 40. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Rudolph. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He'll put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, back 22! Back 22!
Watson now to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Down! Back 22! Back 22!
A shotgun snap for Watson. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 in picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back 22! Back 22!
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyler Eifert from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Punt.
Now Rudolph on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And his pass incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in these good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Rudolph now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now it's Rudolph. But it's brought in by Washington. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Gone! Detroit!
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. Back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They start the drive with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Spins by. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Where they have it's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. Back to throw. And he can't get he's taken down. Dontari Poe in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Titans on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.